Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this week's installment of the Outlanders here on Roll With It. Sadly, we were unable to have our vampire game as our storyteller was stricken down by a brief illness.
Yeah, still recovering.
Yeah, he's kind of there.
I think it was lycothamprine.
So sad.
You wanna
I
try that
agree. It was
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was that. That's a new one. We'll break that out at some point. All right. So, yeah.
I'll be casting it later.
All right. I mean, there's probably some spell components, a bit of gibberish you'll have to probably do.
Yep.
One finger salute. So, yeah. But anyhow, yes, welcome this week. Outlanders. We are back with the group here. So, quick recap. Last session, the group finished their research that they were doing. Kelnorn and Rith also stopped to visit with Shelby. Kelnorn followed up with her on some of her initiation based trials and tasks that she was doing. The group then also got back together and discussed the findings that they had found, either from the bookshop or from the library itself, discussing what they had learned about the consortium, revealing that apparently all of Rowan's information that he had given was indeed 100% accurate. Nothing new to be added there. The final preparations were made for Kelnoran's little dinner party that he did as a kickoff for his grove that he is establishing in the area. Lady Tesserel was also invited. And then Kelnoran that evening helped Niha with the horses and learning why one of them kept nipping at her, and had a decent conversation with the rest of the animals that were in the pens there. Kelnoran did hold the dinner that he had planned for everybody, and it took everyone over to the site of his new grove, Throbhorn or Baharabin. There were just the notes that were taken last time were very interesting for the rest of the group, but Kelnoran led everybody to his newly established grove, where Thaya was already present. They did bring the newly awakened tree guardian. Kelnoran, you have to help me with his name again. Corin.
It's Thistledown or something, you know.
Chorus Tyrann.
Cortiran, that's right. Walnut Guardian, I think, is what his name means in the
Yeah.
in the Elven. So, yeah. So, once everybody had arrived, Kelnorn went through a process to conduct a special druidic ceremony to dedicate the area and welcome in the spirits of nature as well as the Fae to protect and nourish the area. Afterwards, everyone returned to the tower and their homes in cases of Lady Tesserel, Iglar, and Elhazir. Kelnoran then returned back to the grove in order to stay there for the evening. And we left off with everybody heading to bed before getting up this particular morning in order to gather and then head towards Hillsfar via transport via plants, I think its name is spelled.
Yep.
So yes, we come to it in the morning with the group itself waking up Lilith and Damien, are you guys getting up early today? Or are you sleeping in as per your usual?
I'll get up this morning.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm asleep.
Okay. All right. So the four of you that are at the tower right now, or well, five of you that are at the tower. Four of you are up. The only person who is not present for the group at the tower is Damien, who is still up in his room asleep.
I will head upstairs.
I thought so.
I will
Why
open
Lilith
his
got up.
door.
I didn't think that was gonna stand. So
I will just walk in.
I told you not to disturb me while I was cleaning my room.
Don't touch the sock, Mom. Don't touch
Okay.
the sock.
I kick at the edge of the bed. Wake up!
Oh, what time is it?
Time to go.
Oh shit! And I'll frantically rush around the room and try and grab my stuff real quick.
I'll walk out, leave the door open. Quicker! As I walk down the
Ah.
stairs.
all right. Anything you guys are doing in the morning before you head out? Kalnorn, when you get up, what are you doing?
I'll
I've
make
been
breakfast.
concentrating on haste for 9,999 seconds. I should probably stop that. There we go. Sorry.
That's all right.
That's it. I'll make breakfast and then head to the tower.
Okay. All right. The tree follows you.
Okay.
Korth follows you back because, I mean, that's where he's supposed to be. So you get some interesting looks early in the morning as you're passing, around the northern side of town. Just Furbolg walking with a 25-foot walnut tree, just walking right behind him.
I'll wave.
The tree waves too. Just giant branch, leaves. Actually, not really leaves. He doesn't have leaves right now. He's just branches.
Oh, he's naked.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
So yeah, Damien, they get you up and saying it's time to leave, and then you guys are there for probably about another 45 minutes or so before Kelnoran finally shows up.
God, I wouldn't have rushed so fast if it was going to be so long. Did I forget anything? I don't think I forgot anything.
Did we decide if we were taking the horses?
I don't think we were, because we're going by boat now.
That's right.
God.
Everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to do a little thing before we go. I want to walk over to Lilith.
Mhm.
And I want to cast Greater Restoration.
Okay.
What was that?
Just, making sure everything's good.
Okay.
Nothing happened.
Nope.
No.
Okay. And then I'm casting Dispel Magic on her again.
Okay.
What's
Targeting anything in particular?
Specifically like her head.
Oh, okay.
Are, are, what are you doing?
Just making
like-
sure everything's good.
Casting spells on you that have no effect? Do you feel different?
No. No.
Oh my gosh, you look different. Why do you look?
Want the blades and look.
Why do you look so
Good.
old now?
Don't make me kill you.
Eh.
Are we ready to go?
I am now.
Go.
I'm interested to see this walking through a tree thing.
All right.
Yeah.
You'll need to go fast. It'll start to close after about 6 seconds. Okay.
Oh. Just run at a tree?
No. I will walk up to a tree, and then I will cast transport via plants.
Should like
I will enter the minute it opens.
should like you and Rith go first since you're the biggest, or
I'll follow behind Rith without even listening to the question.
Okay, we're going in. Duh.
All right.
As abruptly as I woke up this morning, I go through the tree.
Having the other end target a tree near Hillsfar.
Okay. Roll me just a general nature check.
Oh boy, these are always great for him.
-10.
15.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty good.
We might
Okay.
actually see Hillsfar on the other side of this.
Yeah, so I'll say, we'll bring up the Hillsfar map. Why not? Got it.
Seems like a good time to use it, since we're, Hillsfaring.
Hills far.
Okay, so you pop out, right in this area, Kilnorn.
Where did we pop out? I was looking somewhere else.
Right
Oh,
below
okay.
the fork here.
What the fork?
What the fork indeed. So you guys come out, and there is as you've seen before, fairly large city of Hillsfar there. Off to your north and kind of off to the northeast a little bit, you'll see the docks of Hillsfar there. The gate is almost directly north of you. Yep, the docks have great memories. And then, yes, the rest of the city of Hillsfar resting beyond there with the Hillsfar Keep kind of sitting on a hill in the middle, rising up above some of the taller walls there on the outskirts. But what would you guys
I'll
like to
turn
do?
to the group. Where are we getting the? Where are we going with the boat again?
I thought maybe we'd ask when we got here, like where we should go, if they know like what would be closest. I don't know if that was the plan, but
I was kind of thinking that too.
Okay. Who knows how to book a ship?
Well,
Sure.
we could go talk. I figure we might talk with Hulin. And maybe Domas, since
Why?
Domas kind of owes us a favor.
But the ship port's that way. We just find somebody that does ship stuff.
But he might be able to do it for free.
But Okay. That takes more time. I thought we were in a hurry to do this.
I mean, if we were in a hurry, we would have left 4 days ago. Let's be honest here.
Yes, well, we'll start walking towards the gate. Mumble, I could have just waited for my ball to be done.
Hey, I think I'm going to disguise myself while I'm in here. Does anyone have any objections to that? 'Cause
I'm walking. So
Yeah.
I've already started walking.
All
You're
right,
going to
fair
the
enough.
gate.
I'm
I'm
just
going with
doing it.
Riz.
Fuck it. I am gonna look different from now on.
I'm gonna look like me because I'm a hero here.
Probably gonna extended spell that, so it lasts twice as long, 2 hours.
Okay. So you guys are walking up towards the gate.
Yep.
All right.
Every now and then I just throw like a little pebble at the wrist's back.
High or low?
Give me a dexterity. Give me an improvised weapons throw there. Dexterity roll. What's your is that with proficiency?
No, it would be 2 more or
4 more.
4 more. No, 2 more because I
So-
get Jack of all trades on it. I think, which was what one of the 2s.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, 15. Yeah. There are like pebbles just kind of floating around you, with maybe occasionally one of them just kind of taps you.
Unlike the fourth one, I'll turn around. I'll walk right up to Rowan. I will bear hug him and start walking with him hanging there.
It was Lilith.
Are you troubled by something?
It was a tight squeeze. I'm fragile.
I'm aware, so I'm not squeezing harder. I'll
To
set
the
him down.
gate.
I'll set him down as we get closer to the gate. And yeah, I'll attempt to just walk right through. If the gate's open, I'll just attempt to walk right through. See what happens. See how reformed this town has become.
I am walking right next to Riz.
I am
Man.
coming up disguised as a human, just so you guys know.
I hope we see that guy that I met first when I got here. If I do, I'm waving particularly at that guy.
All right. Don't see him.
Ah.
Wow. Okay. You guys are getting there. Oh, I didn't. The date. Oops. Hold on. Gotta go forward. See, it's yeah, right around there. After you guys get everything going here, as you get a little bit closer to the gate, you guys will. You guys would probably recognize a couple of the guards that were there, as well as Hulan.
I will let out a big Hulan!
Kind of turn and look.
Oh, wait.
Gives you a strange look at first. Sees the rest of you. He's, oh, hello? Wasn't expecting,
Rith.
Long
kind
story.
of, he looks at you and kind of looks behind. 'Cause he's like, okay, yeah, I, presume it is a long story. Okay, who is your new friend here?
I'm Damien.
Damien, nice to meet you. You are
This is my
traveling-
brother. He's in disguise.
Okay. Okay. I can't blame you. Things have been. Dilmas has been trying to make some changes around the city. Things are
Better?
not necessarily progressing as well as we'd like, but it's a long road to change people's minds.
Yeah, and it's only been like a week.
I like
No, it's
Felt-
been longer than that.
It's been about a month or so. Yeah.
Well, I
But,
felt it best to try and make a good impression off the bat if we're trying to get out of here. I believe we're trying to take the port down the coast.
You mean a boat?
Yes, from port to port.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, there's probably going to be some ships leaving this morning, I would presume. Were you guys looking to book passage on one of the charters vessels, or?
First, we wanted to go in and talk with someone. Who was that?
Hoodlin?
Gentleman? Anyone?
Yeah, Hulin was one of
Dylan,
them.
this guy.
Erlin. Oh, this
Oh,
gentleman. I apologize. I thought we were going into town to talk to him.
well, yeah. I mean, it's normally I'm not necessarily in town, but he'll point to one of the turrets there. He's like, normally my office is in there. But
Yeah, I've seen that office one too many times.
that was those were fun times. But yeah. I'm not. I mean, I could walk you over towards the docks if you'd like.
Well, we might need a little direction, for starters. Not to the docks, but to like where to go. You know, I assume you probably know this region better than we do.
Yeah. I mean, you could if you're looking to book passage on one of the charter ships vessels. You could probably check with some of the charter's warehouses that are down there. Otherwise, you could always go talk to the harbor master, visit him, and you know, he'd probably be able to direct you to some either passenger vessels that are traveling back and forth between some of the cities. Do you know where you're going?
There-
Ulrafan?
The
Northeast
Earth,
of Ilrafin.
the Earthspurn Mountains.
Oh. Some you going to Mole
Near the
Master,
flooded
or
forest?
so near? You're going to Mole Master, or are you going to Elmwood? I mean, those would be your two closest port cities there. I can't say that going to Molemaster would be my first choice. It would probably be one of the closer ways there. It's just it's not a very nice place. We'll say that. Elmwood is a little bit more it's a little further west, but so and its ports are a little bit smaller. It can be sometimes a little bit harder to find a vessel that might be going there.
Plus, we kind of wanted to ask if you or Domas would be able to help us get passage. I know how the stigma with the races are here, and I didn't know if that would extend to the docks also.
Well, I mean, it would depend on the charter itself. Some of them are. Some of them don't really care. If you're talking about a Hillsfar vessel, the possibility that it could run into some issues there. In a lot of the Moonsea areas, majority human, so not a whole lot of demi-human traffic that's going back and forth. But I mean, I could certainly go over there with you and just make sure that no one trying to take advantage of you. Not sure what Domas is doing, to be honest with you. He has his own
Political stuff.
yeah, they're politics. Unfortunately been more involved in that than I care for lately since, well, about a month ago.
Well, the hero of Hillsfar should maybe be looking at a promotion.
Well, I have the gate guard back under my control. So luckily that's one of the things that Domas made sure that I had. So we're no longer underneath the remainder of the red plumes that are here. So
That is a good direction.
I agree. Although my friend that was part of the red plumes is now in charge of them. So hopefully they'll be a little bit more honorable, we'll say. Yeah, I could walk you over there and make sure that you get a fair deal.
Have you heard from Brecca and the
Olin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're in town. Last I knew they had purchased one of the abandoned buildings in the old quarter that had been evacuated. Not too far from the cracked mug. So not sure if they're planning to rebuild that or not, but they had some of the individuals that were, well, a lot of the demi-humans that were kicked out. A number of them came back. They're repopulating that quarter, and they've had some assistance in rebuilding.
Good to hear.
Good.
Well,
I put my hand on Rowan and say, "Let's go visit," and I lead him in.
well, when you're ready to head down towards
Oh.
the docks, just come back down here.
Lilith will do it with you.
Sure.
He
I thought
keeps walking.
I thought maybe we'd see if we could find a map of the area we're going to, or did we already have one? We didn't, did we?
I
We
can't
did
hear.
not.
I can't hear you. I've been pushed away.
That's true.
How familiar am I with the area, Pat?
With Moonsea,
Yeah.
give me a history check.
I was gonna say I've probably seen maps of it, but I probably haven't traveled it at all, but I've probably seen a bunch of maps. Where's my character sheet?
As we're walking, I'm gonna mention to Rowan, "Oh, it's good to have a little R&R again."
Yeah. Wait, didn't we get lost last time?
No, maybe I don't remember.
I got
It all
lost.
ended fine.
14. Okay. Yeah, I mean you're mildly familiar with the area itself. I mean you're talking about the Moon Sea is for the most part kind of an isolated economy for the most part. There is a little bit of outside trading that happens, but a lot of the goods that they get and a lot of the goods that are moved between the main cities on here are all coming from the individual, like essentially like city states that are here. Each town, you're familiar with this, that each town is independent for the most part. There really isn't a organized government for the Moon Sea. It's kind of a loose confederation at best, but each city represents their own interests and only interact with each other out of necessity. But yeah, you know, Mole Master is, like I said, kind of on the southeast part of the. It's on the opposite side, basically, of the south part of the Moon Sea than where Hillsfar is.
So Hillsfar is on the
West.
southwest corner, and Mole Master's in the
Southeast.
southeast corner. And
Mhm.
then what was the other option? Elmwood, I think.
He mentioned Elmwood. You're not familiar with that one.
Okay.
He mentions it's a smaller town, so it's very likely that, you know, never something that you would have dealt with. 14. Let's see. Give me high or low.
Let's go high.
Okay, definitely high. You can recall that your family has never really done a whole lot of business with Mole Master because it's known for being incredibly corrupt.
Yeah, that would make sense. I think I want to go to Mole Master. Okay. Well, I will head down to the docks with Lilith and
Hulin.
Hulin.
Hulan, is there a map maker at the docks, or is there someone in town?
I mean, yeah, we have
We-
cartographers in town, sure. Some of the larger
Oh.
bookstores, I think, have them. What are you looking for?
A map of the area
Of
up
the
there.
whole region, or
Yes and
of
no.
the Earthspurn?
Around the Earthspurn area.
Okay. You said the flooded forest?
Yeah, near the flooded forest and the Sea of Fallen Stars.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, we can. Okay. It's like, yeah, I mean, there might be a bookstore too that I could probably take you to that would likely have a map.
Okay. Kelnoran?
Okay, I'll follow suit.
All right. Kovac, anyone you're going with?
I'll go with them.
To the docks.
Not going to the docks yet. They're actually going into town.
Ah.
Everybody's going into town briefly.
We're
Separately.
being followed.
We
Separately.
do.
Don't worry, I'm sure we'll all end up at the same cartographer. At different times, of course.
Possible. All right. Okay, so you are heading towards a cartographer with Hulin. Rowan and Rith, you guys are heading towards Brecca and Bolin.
Yeah.
Looking for them.
Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
go say hi to our friends.
Okay.
They were my first friends here.
Hmm.
Second friends here.
I will try to rush our pace to find the cartographer. So, just so you're aware, I'm
You're
gonna
gonna
try and
rush
rush
the
our.
pace?
Well, yeah, I'm disguised and I don't want it to run out.
Okay.
You'll be fine. I walked around this town the whole time and no one batted an eye. Oh wait, I look different.
You do look different. You are correct.
I mean, I'm a big dragonborn walking around right now, so
Yeah, large
yeah, I mean,
and proud.
So, yeah, Rowan and Rith, you guys are walking through town. Rowan, you don't really get any strange looks since, for the most part, you look like a tan human. Although, being tan at this time of the year might be a little bit odd.
In
But
a port city, you're fine.
yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, there's some looks at you, Rith, as you're walking through. Majority of the city is still human, and as you get a little bit further, as you get further into town and making your way towards the old demi-human quarter that they had here, you do start to run into some other non-human races, some tieflings, some elves, some dwarves. Don't really see any halflings.
Yeah, they were all taken by the gray-red plumes.
Yeah. Might run across a gnome or two, a couple of gnomes, but so yeah. Now you're just looking for Brecca and Boland's place. You guys can give me a perception check.
Oh boy. You remember what happened last time I was looking around here? Oh. I'm not even needed.
I mean, not bad.
Better than last time. It was like a 5.
Much better than last time. Yeah, much better than last time. But yeah, so Rith, you make your way into the quarter there, and immediately spot a section where it looks like some work is being done on the exterior of a place, and you instantly see a sign that says the Cracked Mug.
I will point it out.
Okay. And yeah, Rowan, is
there.
pointing it at you're like, oh yeah, just about to look there.
Yeah, I was just about to look there. Start walking over to go in.
I follow him.
All right. Walk in. Not really anyone as far as like patrons going. I mean, you come in and there's work being done on the inside of the place, but you'll see Bolin there installing the bar top where it's gonna be. He hears the door open up and he's like, "Oh, we're not open yet." Oh, Rowan, right?
Yeah. That's
Points
Rith.
at Rith.
That's Rith.
Oh. Okay.
It's a story.
Sure. Wasn't really expecting to run into you guys again here. How's it going?
We've been okay. How's it going here?
Well, we're just renovating a little bit. Looking to open up here probably in a few days.
Oh, nice.
Getting supplies in. Brecca's out securing some deals with people. think she's looking at maybe establishing a new set of special reserves. You know.
I was actually getting ready to say, I was gonna say she's looking for special reserves, right? And nudge him a little bit, but I don't need to now. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. So, what brings you back into town? And where's the rest of your motley crew?
They're probably at the docks, like securing us some travel.
Oh, okay. All right. Where you heading?
Northeast? Around the Earthspurn Mountain region.
Oh, like to the okay, so east. All right.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know exactly where we're going.
No, that's fine. If you're not from here, that makes sense. Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, it's an interesting area. Definitely interesting.
Anything we should worry about?
Oh, I'm from what I know. I mean, the mountains are kind of. If you're heading into the mountains, there's lots of stuff up there. Goblins, trolls, giants, orcs, things like that.
Perfect. Goblins.
Guess it depends where you guys heading into.
We're looking for the ruins of Earthen? What was it again? I'll look at Rowan.
Yeah. The ruins of blah, 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 blah. I remember that's what I said last time. Wait, I can actually tell you. Ilrafon.
Oh.
I definitely wrote that in my notes, and it wasn't typed in the party chat on Discord.
Oh, Ilrafon.
Now you can pick up the Necronomicon.
Yeah, that's. That's by the. It's along the Dragon Reach there, right?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you might be able to. It's not an area that's probably traveled a ton. If I was you, I would probably head to Elmwood and see maybe if you could get some of the locals to take you down the River Liss.
Elmwood.
Touch my sending stone. So we should go to Elmwood to travel down the winding Liss. Is that what he said?
River
right?
Liss.
River Liss. Thanks for the information.
Yeah.
Was
That's
the last part done over the stone?
Yeah, all of it was.
It's like, you could just talk to him. Fine. He points to your stone. He's like, sending stones.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a group going to the docks. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Rith wasn't trying to hide it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's reached in and he's blah 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 back, and then puts it back. Yeah.
Pulls it out like it's a phone on speaker.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there was no sleight of hand or whatever.
It's like, yeah. That'd be my recommendation.
That's good to
I'd
know.
avoid Mole Master. It's a piece of shit town.
Oh.
I think Hulin said that too.
He probably said it a lot more diplomatically.
They're
assholes.
We were told similar things when we came here, to be honest.
Well, I mean,
True too.
It wasn't wrong. We're pieces of shit too. So
No. I mean, your guys are not.
I'm an asshole. That's fine. I'm good with it.
I I kind of thought the opposite.
It's all about, the person.
Are you like, are you feeling good? Like you were pretty beat up last time we were.
Yeah, that was an experience. Brecca got the worst of it though. So
Well, it sounds like you guys are doing better, so that is good.
yeah, no, we're good now. Thanks
Reason
to
we
your
wanted to see you.
thanks to your friend. It was his, both of you. I mean, obviously we were told what you did too, so didn't know someone could break a rack like that, but it's impressive.
Adrenaline, moving, and all that.
Well, I appreciate it. Trust me.
I'm like bending his arm, feeling his muscles.
I just hang to hold you up.
Yeah. That's everything's going well here though.
Things are changing, we heard. Slowly.
Slowly. I mean, we got people here. I'm sure you saw them outside, but oh yeah, there's some of the people are moving back. There's still some repairs being done around the city too from some of the damage. So hopefully we should have more of it done before winter fully hits, but
Nice.
Domas is doing a good job. He's it's not quite as pompous as a lot of the other ones that are on the council there.
I'm glad we could save him too. Then, that he is trying to turn things around, like it seems.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. So.
Well, we just came to say hi. We can head back out now, and leave you to your work.
Well,
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Come back some other time.
Tell Brecca we stopped in.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. He'll reach out and take each one of your hands, just like clasp on the forearm, give you guys a shake. Safe travels.
I do like the, where you go to like pound and then
The fist bump, yeah. He's like, it's just shaking, whatever. All right. Anything else for the pair of you?
Nope, that's it. We'll just head back out towards the dock.
Yeah.
Where we, of course, are not.
Okay. So the rest of you heading into town to visit a cartographer, or bookstore anyhow, that has a cartographer. Do you wish to? Is there anything that you want to ask when you get there, or are you just looking for the map?
Just for I would say the maps of that region and where the river Liss hits the Earthspur.
Okay.
Maps that area right there.
All right. So this will be the map that you see.
Ah, it's a new map.
It is a new map.
I don't have visibility. My token does not see.
Yeah, I know. I'll get you there.
This is
Hang
the
on.
worst map ever.
It's so dark.
Oh.
Oh my.
All right. So, when you're asking about areas of the vast or that particular area, Ilrafon, they show you a map basically that kind of outlines the vast as the region is known. So the Earthspurn Mountains here are all along the right side. Mulemaster here, which is kind of on the southeast corner of the Moon Sea, is located in there. The River Liss runs here. Kind of comes out right here, which is the area that is known as the Dragon's Reach. Damien, you're familiar with that. Kelnorn, you're also familiar. You're familiar with the eastern edge or northeastern edge of the Cormanther up here, flooded forest, all that. If you mention Elmwood, like you mentioned, Elmwood is, they'll say a little bit off the map over here to, well, kind of where Kovach's token is. So.
Does the river flow out or in?
It flows out.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Down towards the Dragon's Reach.
Okay.
How much for the maps?
Oh, if you wish to purchase one of the maps at 10 gold pieces.
I got it.
Okay, I'll let you have it.
So,
I'll
any other
go.
questions you have for them?
No. That was really about it.
Okay.
Me.
Is where we're going the Mage's Tower?
It's by.
No.
Oh.
It's actually towards the Earthspurn. It's about 2 days. What you guys were told was about 2 days east or so. So it'd be kind of off in this direction over here.
Gotcha.
So yeah. So we take our ship down the river Liss to Eurofon would probably be the best way to go about it. About how long is that travel, Pat? Can we kind of tell based off the map and mile marker distance?
Give Kelnorin, or you can give me a survival check, Damien, if you want.
Oh, this will go great, guys.
I believe in you.
Go.
Oh.
7.
Plus 0.
Right.
Did you want fun for me as well?
If you're wanting to know, yeah.
Okay.
I will also.
17.
17.
But you only rolled one higher than me.
Oh.
Fine. All right. So Damien and Lilith, it's kind of hard to tell since the map itself is just kind of the region. You don't really have a lot of other surrounding markers. So Kelnorin, you kind of know that the River Liss is, if you were to walk it from basically the inlet to the outlet from the Moonsea to the Dragon's Reach, is about a 4-day walk. Ilrafon is about another day or so south of that, based off of your recollection. Obviously, traveling via boat makes a difference in speed, depending on how quickly it moves. But you think it's anywhere from 100 to 115 miles.
Okay. I will relay that.
And I mean, were you wanting to know from Hillsfar to your initial destination too, or were you just wanting to know the Riss? Can't remember which one you wanted to know.
I thought we were just figuring out the length of the river, but
Yep.
That'd probably be good to know as well.
Okay. From Hillsfar, like you said, I mean, you knew it was about a 12-day walk, to get to where you wanted to go, via boat. I mean, you're probably looking at about 200 miles, 180 to 200 miles. I don't think Kelnoran's probably done a whole lot of travel via boat. He doesn't really have a gauge to say how long that would take, but
Okay. Well, since I don't know, I won't say anything.
okay.
Okay, so we got our map. We
Did you share the distance for the river?
Yes,
Okay.
I did relay that part.
Okay.
Guess we have enough to make the trip, right? Any other supplies you think we need before we go? We
No,
picked
that
up
I
a
can
lot
think of.
in air bells, so
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to get the potion. Is it all right if I
Oh yeah, sure.
grab that?
That's fine.
I guess if we've got the map, we can head to the docks, Fulin, if you would.
Of course. Damien, if you want to give me a I'm trying to think of what check I want you to give me.
A turn on the party check.
Yeah, history.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm rolling great tonight, guys. I'm on top of this shit. Don't worry.
Okay. Just gonna see if maybe you understood how how long it would take via boat, because I would assume Damien's probably had a little bit of boat travel potentially, but
I mean, yeah. No, all I've seen is maps. I don't travel on the boats. I
That's
just,
true.
I just know
He didn't pay
where they're
attention.
going, and yeah, I didn't pay
he
attention.
didn't pay
Sure.
attention.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's a good time to roll the one, though. I'll be
I
honest.
mean, it's fine.
Better than the wild magic.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm
true.
waiting for.
I would have preferred it in the wild magic.
Me too. All right. So, you guys are heading towards the docks now?
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So Hulin will take you towards the harbor master. He believes that's probably your best spot to start if you're looking to secure a vessel. So he'll walk in with you. Say, well, before he walks in, he's like, well, I'll let you give the information that you're looking for, and then they can direct us towards a ship, and I'll just make sure they give you a fair deal.
Thank you for everything.
Oh, of course, it's not a problem. He will follow you in.
Are we thinking elm tree?
Yeah.
Elmwood? I would think so.
I mean, Elmwood's just a pit stop until we go down the river.
Yeah.
If we can get someone to book us all the way to Eurofon, that would be amazing. But I imagine they're still going to stop at Elmwood on the way. Right?
Yes.
Probably.
Okay.
I will go up to the harbor master.
Okay.
I hope they book us on the Blue Sails Trading Company. I had to look. I had to look it up to see what they what the name was.
Did? Yeah. That's good.
So I was like, oh.
That's great. Okay.
Excuse me, sir?
Oh, yes. What can I do for you, miss?
I would, we're looking to travel to, Elmwood.
Okay.
And we need to, book passage for 6 people.
Pulls out a ledger. And he's like, okay, so you're looking for a vessel that's heading towards Elmwood.
Yes.
All right. Not a real popular destination for a lot of the vessels that come in here, but let me take a look. I do have a smaller vessel that's looks like they have their destination listed as stopping at Elmwood, before heading towards their final destination.
Let me off of this plane. I want off the plane.
What'd you
It's
ask?
not a logging vessel.
I was saying, as long as it's not behind a logging vessel, I'm okay with that.
What'd you ask them?
What's their final destination?
Holberg. It's
Okay.
along the northern, northeast coast of the Moonsea here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, could we... Is there a way we could book passage on this vessel? Going to Elmwood?
Well, you'd have to go talk to the captain. I can let you know where they've made berth.
Okay.
So, what you'll be looking for is the Wind Chaser. Would be the name of the vessel. And it's Captain Korik, who you're looking for.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Yeah, if you head out the door here, head east along the boardwalk, and you should see them. I think they're 4 piers down.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Of course.
I guess we'll head that way.
Okay.
What was the ship's name again?
Wind Chaser.
So Rowan, where are these guys? I don't see them anywhere.
Hello? Yeah, we'll find them. Let's just walk.
Okay.
Going every perception check for the pair of you.
Yes.
I love it.
Oh.
It was much better than
Team-
last time I was at the docks looking for something.
All right.
Somehow you end up in the water, Rith.
And that's basically what happened last time. But it was me and Kovac.
Well, we'll just see if if both of us didn't notice, if one of our party members would actually see us and then just walk the other way, and let us keep walking, or if they would actually say something to us.
That's possible. Okay. So if you are Rith, as you're looking near, who knows what's kind of caught your attention at this point, but Rowan, you'll notice down the dock you'll end up seeing Kelnorn standing there next to a person as the kind of the sun hits the moon sea and reflects off. You kind of catch a glint of Hulin's armor too, right next to Kelnorn. They're standing near a ship on the docks there.
They're right over there. I found them.
Ah, good.
We should walk past them and pretend like we didn't even see them.
Okay.
As we walk past them, I talk loudly like, "Where are these guys? They're supposed to be at the docks getting us a boat."
No, they haven't communicated anything to us, so
Obviously, Kelnorn, you can hear them.
wonder where they're at.
I'll just nod along.
As we keep walking by.
Jeez, I think we gotta do everything ourselves.
All right, where's the harbor master?
Can I start striking up a conversation with the captain? Or I guess asking.
I was gonna say
On the boat.
who wants
I
to
was
talk
gonna say,
to the.
whenever he was.
Lilith or
whenever
me,
we- I
I
was
don't
waiting to
care.
get there.
You guys are getting there, yes. So if
Oh,
they're
okay.
saying this as they're walking by, you guys are talking. But
I'll use my
Captain-
stone to give directions to the harbor master.
okay,
Captain, who are you talking to?
Oh, I was just trying to find Captain Quarrick. Anyone?
I was
Captain Ward?
asking Kelnoran.
he's asking Kelnoran. Yeah,
Oh,
he's talking into the stone, giving directions.
Oh, Rowan and Rith want to know where the harbor master's at, and I'll point at them like down past where they walk.
Oh,
why do they
gosh.
need to know where the harbor master is? Oh, my gosh.
Captain Cork.
Yes. Can I kind of takes a look at the entire group? What can I do for you guys?
We are looking for passage to Elmwood
Elmwood.
for 6.
for 6. Okay.
Well, 5.5.
Do any of you have any kind of sailing experience, or are you just looking at to book passage as just travelers?
I'm not sure about the sailing experience. Probably just as travelers.
Okay. Elmwood's about 200 miles or so sailing. Generally, that would run about 25 gold a person if you're just traveling with us. That would include a couple meals as we're.
Ooh.
If we have favorable winds, we could probably make it there by tomorrow. Might be tomorrow evening.
That sounds nice. Okay.
Is everyone okay with sleeping in hammocks below deck?
I'm sure.
Okay.
2 of our party isn't here right now, but I'm sure they'll be fine with it.
Okay. Well, don't really have individual quarters, but yeah. You're if you accept 25 gold person, we can certainly get you as far as Elmwood. That's where you're looking to go.
I will hand them 150 gold.
Okay. All right. Well, we're looking to cast off here probably inside the next hour. Just getting some last supplies loaded up, and then we will be setting forth. As soon as you're ready, just come on board, store your gear below deck, and I'll have my first mate show you where you can set up.
I don't think our ruse worked.
Perfect.
All right.
Get on my sending stone. Come to the wind chaser. It's the 4th pier down.
Walk back by. Oh, there you guys are. We were headed to the harbor master.
Yeah, Kalnoran helped us with some directions. It was great.
I've already taken care of our passage. We just need to get on. They're leaving within the hour.
Oh, okay. Did you tell him we were the saviors of the city?
I didn't. I probably could have, but
They probably wouldn't care.
yeah.
Is there a,
And I assume Hulan is still with us, right?
Yeah, he's still there.
Okay. He didn't object to our.
He didn't object to the price.
All right.
is there a meat shop near here?
Fish.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll buy. I want to go buy enough for 40 people
Oh, okay.
and bring it on board the ship as thanks for traveling.
Okay.
Oh, I just thought you were really hungry.
That was just for Rith. Who else is
Just for
eating?
Rith. He doesn't get. No one else gets to eat.
I mean, he's gonna eat half
Yes.
of it, but
I am, but
I mean, it's going to be 2 days, so it's...
Let's see here. You said for 40 people?
I'm estimating based on the size of the ship that there's probably like 20 people in the ship. So
Okay.
for 2 meals maybe, or 1 meal, eat very well.
Okay. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Um, actually not. Depending on what you're looking for, like if you're looking for fresh fish, it would run you about 20 gold.
Okay. I will hand over 20 gold. Is there like a? I'll ask them when I'm there. Is there a place I can grab like a barrel of mead to bring on to?
While you're on the harbor, he'll say, there is a, I mean, I don't know if there's a barrel of mead that they would have, but there's if you head towards the west end of the docks, there's a tavern down there. Might be able to get some ale.
No. Can you have it load on? I'll give them an extra 5 gold if you have it brought to the ship.
Give him the name.
Yeah.
Okay. The Wind Chaser?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, sure. We can do that.
And then I will head to the bar.
What's Kelnoran gonna drink?
There's water everywhere, man.
Okay. So you looking to buy a barrel of ale?
Yeah,
as well?
just buy a barrel
Okay.
of ale. Yeah.
So if you buy it and you want them to have it delivered down there, unless you're gonna carry it yourself,
I mean, if I can carry it, I'll just carry it.
it's like 40 gallons of ale.
That's a lot.
It would be a lot.
I'll have it delivered.
Okay. 5 gold for that, including delivery.
You wimped out. I'm disappointed in you.
How much silver is 5 gold?
50.
It's only approximately 333 pounds.
Right?
Alright, I'll have it delivered as well. And then if I see a sack of potatoes or two, I'm gonna buy those on my way back.
Okay. Just say it costs you like another. A sack of potatoes isn't much, maybe 5 silver.
Okay, I'll buy like 3 of them then.
Okay. About 350 pounds for a barrel of ale. If you want to carry it.
I rage.
Stupid barrel.
I have it all delivered.
Okay.
Come back with the potatoes and put them down.
Okay. Ship's quartermaster will receive the deliveries, and then after you come back, he'll say, "Well, fantastic. We'll save some of the other rations for another time, and I will cook up some fish tonight."
Ah, wonderful.
Good.
Here's some potatoes too.
Excellent. All right. Anything else you guys need to do before you head out?
No.
Okay. All right. So within the hour, you guys have boarded the Wind Chaser. They've shown you where you can set up all of your stuff underground, underneath the under the deck, below deck. Ugh, I have words. They'll come to me. Stow your gear below deck, and it's not a large ship. It's probably about 32, 35 feet in length. So boasts a crew of about 25, 30 guys in total. So with you guys there's about almost 40 people. And when you get below, I mean, you'll see different hammocks that are all set up fairly close proximity. They allow you to be up on the deck if you want while they're sailing across the Moon Sea. Someone give me a percentile roll. Okay. Decent winds for the day. They set out at the appropriate time, make sure you get good tide and whatnot. And as you guys are traveling, it does seem like the ship is making decent enough speed. So the weather is favorable as you're traveling, and the day is passing by. Anything you guys wish to do or talk about while you guys are traveling via boat?
What was the name of the ship?
Wind Chaser.
I'm just gonna be up on the deck, like watching the people do the things.
Okay. All right. You guys sail for the majority of the day. Rowan keeping an eye on stuff that's happening on the deck itself. Everybody else, wherever you might be at this point.
I want to see if Kovac will teach me Elvish.
You can barely speak Oh.
I know.
That is the appropriate answer.
Kovac, you gonna teach him Elvish?
Yeah, I didn't know if he's gonna. Yeah, sure.
Cool. I'll start working on that. Bits and pieces. Since he knows Dwarven and Common, we can switch between the dialects to properly formulate the correct words that are supposed to be used with Elvish.
Sounds good.
So
With a
I'll
full
start doing
smile.
that through some of the nights as we continue on in the future. So we don't need to role play any of it, but that's where I'm going to start. And I'll probably go and find a book to help me learn it more. But Rith wants to expand his knowledge a little bit further in some of the goodly races.
Check something here real quick. Okay. All right. So if you're trying to, if you try to get him to, I guess, use Dwarven or anything, like switching between Dwarven and Common to kind of understand Elvish concepts, it becomes a little bit more difficult because the script is not anywhere near the same. But
Oh, okay.
you can. It can be an option that you could certainly use. Yeah. So you'll spend some time doing that. Obviously, first day, not going to make a whole lot of progress. You might learn how to say hello.
Okay, cool.
Speak, friend.
Speak friend.
And enter. Excellent. Anybody else got anything?
Fuck yeah.
Lilith will just watch Kovac and Riz and pop off of just a random word every once in a while.
Confusing. Got it. Okay.
I will, of course, not be keeping disguise self up on the boat the entire time, but
Right.
He changes
right.
back, and the crew's like, "What the hell? How'd you get on here?"
Hang him. Make him walk the plank.
Keel haul. Keel haul.
I wasn't.
Depends on whether or not you're doing it through the legacy sheet or the the default one. Because I think the legacy sheet with the new, if it's the old version of the sheet and not the one that looks like a D&D Beyond sheet, might be a little hard to access containers there. So you might have to change the sheet outlook to the new one. All right. So day of travel goes by. So the weather is pretty fair. Sails stay full of wind for the most part. Eventually, the quartermaster cooks up the food that Rith brought on. They serve it with potatoes and ale, and pickles, because that's what they have on ships too. So you guys have a pretty decent meal of fish, potatoes, pickles, ale. If anybody wants the pickles. I know some people hate pickles.
I'll eat them.
I know. It's just a personality defect to not like pickles. It's fine.
I mean, they're great at Renaissance fairs.
So
Everything's great at a Renaissance fair.
That is true.
that's true. Especially the mead.
I made that up. I've never been, but I'm just gonna assume.
You should go.
But
It's very fun.
It's pretty good.
Pretty dope.
I like it. All right, so day passes by of travel just fine. You guys are able to sleep below deck. You guys can set watches if you want on the boat. If you're worried about anybody, I guess, coming aboard. Who knows if someone's gonna wake up in the middle of the night and get stabbed through the chest. But
That's crazy talk. That would never happen on a boat.
nah. But yeah, you guys, first day goes by, end up sleeping and wake up the following day. Because of the size of the Moon Sea, I mean, as you guys get a little bit further out, all traces of land for the most part vanish. All you see is the expanse of the Moon Sea. When you wake up in the morning, that's still all you see. For the most part, is the openness of the sea. Around slightly after lunch or so, you guys watch as the boat starts to turn towards its starboard side and start heading south. And then about 2 hours later or so, you start to see the coastline come into view. A little bit further beyond that, you'll see some of the distant trees of the Cormanther Forest, just on the very far horizon. But you will end up seeing a small town that starts to come into view. There's about 4 docks that look like they're of substantial enough size to berth a vessel like this one. There are a collection of smaller vessels that are out on the lake itself, small little fishing vessels. And the captain lets anybody who's not above deck know, like, well, say we are approaching Elmwood here. Should make our berth in about 45 minutes or so.
Perfect.
But that poor guy did that in the chat. So, but yeah, it's late afternoon by the time you guys finally make your way into dock. They tie up the vessel, and Captain greets you all as you're coming up onto the deck. He says, well, Elmwood, wish you guys safe travel as you make your way to wherever you're going at this point. We've got some drop-offs, and then we'll be heading out tomorrow morning, sailing north.
We thank you for your travel and your hospitality.
Well, haven't had travelers that really provide us with some good food, or at least a nice dinner. Fresh fish or meat isn't always something we keep on the ship a whole lot, but it was excellent having you aboard. So he'll shake each one of your hands, or anyone who will shake his hand. He'll say, safe travels.
Same to you.
All right. So you guys disembark the vessel, and before you lies the small fishing village of Elmwood.
So I'll look around for an inn or a tavern.
Okay. On the dock itself, I mean, obviously this dock is much smaller than the one in Hillsfar, but you probably had to have to head into town a little bit to find one. But you will end up finding one called the Wanderer's Rest.
We'll head in.
Okay. Is everyone following Lilith?
I was gonna look around the dock to see if there's like smaller boats around the dock.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
boats?
I mean, there are some pretty small boats, like almost rowboat-sized boats, that you find. That's about it.
Okay. I walk away.
I assume you're looking for boats that are big enough for your group, correct?
Yeah, that might have traveled. That like maybe there would be some to travel down the river
Yeah.
or to ask about.
You don't see anything that would fit your guys' requirements.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else doing anything different than the inn? Right. So, Lilith, you head inside. Being mid-afternoon or so, it's pretty barren here right now as far as patrons go. So,
I'll head up to the. Is it? Can I tell if it's an inn or a tavern or maybe both?
it has a second level to it that had some windows up top, so might have some rooms up there. There is a set of stairs along the left side that looks like it goes up.
I go to the barkeep.
Mhm.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Just are we able to get rooms here if we need them, or are
What
we
are you looking for?
I'm not sure yet, actually. I was just checking options.
Oh yeah, I've got about 3 rooms right now that I believe are available.
Okay.
They run about 2 silver a night.
Very reasonable.
Huh.
Would you know anyone that would travel the River Liss by chance?
Not a whole lot of people head that direction. I mean, no one that travels that way on any kind of regular or even semi-regular basis.
Or maybe someone we could hire to take us. That would have a vessel big enough for 6.
For 6? Do you know how far you're going?
Just to Eurofon.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, there are a couple. There might be a few vessels. I'd probably talk to. Brannick's kind of gone in that direction a few different times, I think. And Horval's gone that way too.
What was his name?
Torval?
Torval?
Yeah, those 2 are probably the only ones that I can think of that would potentially go that direction. Or have gone that direction. Most other ones are just fish around this area, but...
Okay. Do they tend to come in here often, or are they...
I don't think either one of them has left, has sailed anywhere else right now. They should be in town right now.
Do they come in here in your establishment very often, where I might be able to meet them here?
Sometimes, not every
Okay.
night, but occasionally.
And they're here in town?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If you're looking for them, I mean, they've got some homes inside of town proper.
Oh, okay. All right, I will confer with the rest of my group, and I will definitely come back here if we are going to stay tonight. I appreciate the information.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
And I'll slide him a gold piece.
He will nod in appreciation and go back to wiping down his counter, kind of prepping everything. Looks like he's kind of getting ready for his evening to pick up. But
So we have some options. Do we want to stay the night since it's the afternoon? Do we want to try to make passage now up the river? Do we want to walk it?
I think maybe trying to get passage tonight would be best.
Passage tonight?
Yeah.
Or tomorrow morning. I doubt they would leave right now, but they might be able to leave in the morning.
That was my thoughts. They may not want to leave in this late in the day,
Okay.
but if they will, we can go.
Do you know where we need to go to ask?
There's some houses. I got the names Brannick and Torval. Would probably be our best chances.
Lead the way.
And I'll lead the way in towards town. Where houses look like they are.
I will go to the dock.
Rowan, you're wandering in town.
Yeah, I'm just looking around to see what's here.
Okay. It is like I said, not a very big town. Couple hundred people for the most part. 500-600 maybe. So the town proper is a fairly small collection of buildings, maybe 24. There's a couple of you see a shop or two that is focused on, you know, like fishing and fishing net repairs, wood carving. You've got a general store. There's the tavern or the inn that's in town. Not a lot. There's a handful of people that you meet kind of walking around, or you see walking around.
When you describe it, it makes me feel like that, I can't think of the name of the bee town that we went to and saved. It felt like a smaller town.
Bosbeer.
Bosbeer, yeah.
Yep, it's very similar to that. A few more buildings than that one. I think that one only had like maybe 8 or 10 buildings in it.
Yeah.
This one's slightly larger than that.
Okay.
A lot of the buildings, you can kind of see more buildings on the outskirts of town a little bit. So some of the population is probably in the surrounding areas, but
I want to go into the fishing, like the one with like nets and stuff.
okay. You'll go in there and you see him, older man, very weathered skin. Looks like he's repairing a net when you come in. Looks up, he goes, "All right, hey, what can I do for you?"
New to town.
Yeah, you can I can see that. Not typical sea dogs getting here, but
But can you tell me anything about the town? Like, what goes on
we have,
here?
we got a lot of fishermen. Good waters near here that we catch quite a bit of different types of fish. They get sent all along the coast up around here. Quite a bit goes over towards Mulemaster. They pay good coin for a lot of the fish from here. We got some pretty decent wood carvers in town too. So I mean, if you're looking to have something made, tables, chairs, decorative pieces, you know, spindles or decking for ships and whatnot. Got a couple of boat rights as well that do some boat repairs. Got a dry dock, small dry dock down along the west coast. Yeah. Aside from that, not much else goes on here. There's a tavern down that way.
Neat. So you got any of that netting for sale?
Yeah. How much you looking for?
I don't know. What's normal for one person to use?
One person, he'll take you over towards some some netting. I mean, he probably kind of hold one up. I mean, this could probably work for just casting it over and then bringing it back in yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, this would probably be pretty manageable. Run you about 6 silver pieces.
All right, I'll take it.
All right.
Just gonna give him a gold.
Okay. Wow. All right. You really confuse the hell out of a lot of people, all of you. Like, just they ask for a certain amount of money, you're like 40% more. Like, you just. I don't want to take a silver off. I just want to deduct gold.
Well, to be honest, I only brought gold.
I know. It's just- Okay, so give him a gold. He folds the netting up properly, and gives it to you. Yeah, it's a piece of netting that has some kind of weights tied onto onto the edges of the corners, so that way it can kind of sink in, and then you can reel it back in. So
Cool. Thanks a lot.
enjoy. Good luck out there. Hope you have a nice catch.
Yeah, me too. Walks outside.
All right. Anything else you're doing in town?
No.
Okay. Kelnorn, you said you were going back towards the docks.
Yeah, I'm heading towards the docks.
Okay. What are you looking for?
Initially, anybody to talk to,
Okay.
but then ultimately looking for Brannick and Torval.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
11.
11. I mean, yeah, there are some people on docks. Individuals that have either come in, bringing in any kind of catch they have, or cleaning up from what they've done, putting nets away. They're getting their catch ready to bring into town and whatnot. So.
Hello. I was wondering if you might be able to help me.
Ah, you're a big son of a bitch, aren't you?
I'm
Probably.
looking for some people.
Yeah.
I was told to talk to either a Brannick or a Torval. I was wondering if you could point them out if they're here.
Oh, kind of look down the dock. Torval's the ship is tied up down there. I'm not sure if he's over there right now. Haven't seen him. But we were just out and came back in, so could be down there. Did I say Torval for that one? Okay.
Yes, you
forgot. Shit, man. Let's see. Brannick is around for a moment. He's secured down a couple more piers down that way. So I mean, they could be there, or they've got houses in town. Go down the main road, and you're looking for. I think Torval's house has a. I think he has a wood carving on the outside of a bear. And Brannick's house is, well, it was kind of a dark blue, but it's kind of faded. A lot of the paint's kind of worn away.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Are they both in the same direction, or did he point in the same direction? All right,
Same
then
direction,
I'll stop at Torval's first.
All right. So you stop at Torval's ship. It's a modest looking vessel. Probably about 18 feet in length. Single mast, but it's currently secured to the dock there. With your passive, you'll see there's a guy that's sitting up on the deck. He's got a flagon in his hand. Appears to be drinking on the deck of his ship.
Hello. Are you Torval?
Yeah, that's my name. Who are you?
Uh, my name's Kilnoran. I was hoping to get me and some others a lift south of here down the river. I was wondering if you would be willing to take on passengers.
Oh, down the list.
Yes.
Okay. How far?
Ilrafan.
I mean, you know that's just a bunch of runes, right?
I do.
Okay. I could get you close. I mean, given the fact that Ilverfon isn't really a functioning town anymore, don't really have a dock to pull into there. But I could get you reasonably close.
This is acceptable.
Okay. Yeah. How many people?
6.
Okay. When were you wanting to potentially leave?
How much time do you need to prepare?
I'd probably need a small crew for something like that. I could probably find a couple of guys that'd be willing to do it. Probably leave day after tomorrow.
And how much would you charge?
Going up to the list. 6 people. I'd say about 60 gold.
So, okay. I will give him the money.
All right. What was your name again?
Kilnoran.
And you said there's 6. Are they all big as you, or?
No, they're all much smaller than I am.
Oh, okay. All right, that should be fine then. Quarters might be a little cramped underneath, but should be fine. Given if it's fair weather, might be able to probably make it in the same day.
Excellent.
Probably around evening. All right. Well, I'll start getting a small crew put together, and can meet me here morning, day after tomorrow,
Okay.
shortly after sunrise. Work for all of you?
Yes.
All right. Excellent. Well, pleasure.
Indeed. And then I'll pull out the stone and I'll just look at it and I'll be like, I have I got us a ride downriver. It'll be in 2 days. Has to raise the crew first.
He'll look at you and, what's that?
Sending stone. That doesn't always work for me. Like you talk into it and then who you're talking to talks back.
Good job.
See,
I didn't hear anything.
How does this work then?
Is that like, all right, well, day after tomorrow then. He'll climb down, he'll disembark his own vessel and start walking in towards town.
After Lilith hears that from Kelnoran, she'll turn around from walking into town where the housing is and walk back towards the inn.
Okay. All right. How about you, Rowan? Where are you going after that comes across the sending stone?
I'm just
Still wandering
wandering.
around town?
Yeah, I'm just
No.
wandering.
All right. Doesn't take long to wander the town, but I mean, you can kind of venture out a little bit and see some of the other buildings that are nearby, but doesn't take long to circumnavigate this town.
I'll just keep
All right.
walking.
All right.
Off into the sunset. Oh, wait.
It's almost that time. So and Rowan was never seen again.
I know a beautiful druid grove he can go to.
Might take a little bit of time to get there from here. Not gonna lie, it might be a long walk.
Go to Thea's old grove.
Oh yeah, go do that too. I mean, wandering through Cormanther might be a bit dangerous, but
I ain't scared of no danger.
okay. Anybody doing anything else for the day?
Just headed back to the Wanderer's Rest.
I am not doing anything at all until we leave.
Okay.
Yeah,
And even
probably.
then, not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't have anything to do here.
Okay. All right. So nothing that needs to be done for today or the next day. Okay. Go ahead and fast forward through the next day then too, if there's nothing else that anybody needs to do. You guys are officially into what would be considered December for the world. Last month of the year.
Uh-oh.
Merry Christmas.
Close to. Night Hall. All right. So you guys wake up on the day of your trip heading down the river Liss,
Good thing we're heading south.
right? Well, not very far. But
I'm
yeah.
nice and comfortable.
Yeah. You guys all follow Kelnoran to the boat. Come across Torval with a small crew. Looks like 3 other guys that he's got there. Look like they're securing everything on the ship at this point. He greets you all as you come on board. There's not anything that anybody needs to do before you guys set out. They untie the boat and start setting sail, moving their way down the south coast of the Moon Sea until eventually they reach the the outlet that leads outlet from the Moonsea that leads into the River Liss, and they start traveling south, passing through. I mean, as they get a little bit further south, let's see, be need my button here. Shortly before noon, you'll end up starting to pass through where the Cormanther River is divided by the River Liss. So there's still some trees on the eastern bank, and then you have the majority of the Cormanther forest that spills out along the western bank and continues on. And for the late morning into the early afternoon, you guys are passing through that area, and then on the eastern side, you will end up seeing the flooded forest, which looks like a very swampy area. A lot of the trees that are submerged in there, and the first, or the kind of the western arm of the Earthspurn Mountains will begin to come into view. And eventually, before you reach the western arm, you will see along the eastern coast of the Dragon's Reach here, you'll start to see some ruins that come into view. And he will kind of pull up, say, we have a small rowboat here that I can take you in by 2 different groups if you'd like.
Please.
Given the fact the port's no longer functional here, so I don't really have a place to make berth for the ship itself. But he'll go ahead and lower a small rowboat in that will take the majority of you guys in the first group. It'll be Rowan, Lilith, Kovac, and Damien inside the first group. And then the second group will consist of Kelnoran and Rith, since you guys are obviously the larger of the 2 individuals that would take up more space.
The meaty boys.
Right? Well, I mean,
I could fly.
but I'll say it's up to you. It's like if you have means to get yourself to the shore, that's fine too.
I mean, you could just save it. And the rest of us got to get over there anyway.
Dog.
Kaiju!
Stop trying to turn into a cat.
Well, I've been a horse for the last few days, so cat's new.
I mean, either way, like I said, he can't take us all in one trip, so we might as well.
He could if Lilith sits on Rick's shoulders. Or if I carry Lilith.
Oh, just save it. It
Just
might come
let
in
them
handy.
row us across.
Okay.
All right. So, over the course of about hour and a half or so, just from getting back and forth, loading on, loading and all that, eventually all of you guys will be on the coast line there, overlooking the ruins of Ilrafan. It looks like this village or this town itself was not too bad of a size originally. Larger than Elmwood was by a pretty substantial amount, but it looks like whatever happened here was quite cataclysmic. Most of the remaining buildings that are here, or the remains of those buildings, show signs of burning or having been burned down. There's only some foundations that remain, some stone pillars of a couple of other ones. You'll see burned, rotted pieces of wood that decorate a few buildings here and there. Nothing really that is left intact. So it is oh, not that far, but that's fine. Whatever. Time's a little off. But by the time you guys get everybody in here, and they get back out to their boat, the sun is beginning to set at this point, getting pretty well into the evening, or at least, at a point when the sun would be setting. So it's probably 6-ish, 6:30.
Can we see towers from here?
You mean like your destination of what you're looking for?
Yes.
You wouldn't be able to see it from here. It's about a 2-day walk still.
Okay.
Oh.
I didn't know how big they were, so.
Yeah. I mean, your visibility at best is about probably 10 miles for seeing things. But yeah.
Should we set up here or like go a little bit and set up a camp?
I would imagine the ruins are a good place to set up shop for tonight, right? We don't want to just wander out into the forest unless we're afraid of the ruins. Hey, did we ever figure out what happened here? As I look around for ghosts.
No, I don't think we did.
I didn't. That was not in my information.
But I feel extra safe here now.
As you should.
I'd say rather than stumble into something, and we should probably call it a night here.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
down for whatever, but
Start out in the morning. That way we can see.
what do you mean? You can't see?
Yeah. It's fine. But I agree. I'm just happy to be off a boat at this point.
Because I'm on a boat.
I will search for a good place to set up camp here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
27.
Yeah.
Almost the 2.
He actually finds an intact house with a pot and a fire burning, and nobody shows up the whole night.
And a pot of soup on the
Some lady
stove.
that refers to herself as little grandmother.
Oh no.
Seems safe. It's a good spot.
Yeah. Some guy that's working for her named
Bagel.
no. Yeah, no. It's you find you do find a small structure that, again, mostly burnt down, but has at least a portion of a wall that's still kind of standing. Looks like it did have a hearth. That most a good chunk of the stones are still intact. That you can probably light a fire in. That would kind of help provide a little bit of wind shear. Yeah, it's a pretty good spot.
I will start setting up the big tent.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to use one of the portion of the remaining wall kind of as as one side that will provide you with a little bit more cover. And, with some assistance from the group, you can have it set up pretty quickly and a fire going. And the inside of the tent is nice and cozy.
That's what we like. Nice and cozy.
I'll take first watch.
Second watch.
Last as always.
I'll do 2 and 3, like usual.
I'll avoid taking watches because it's more fun for me this way.
That's what you think.
I get a little extra sleep.
He thinks he'll avoid taking a watch.
I was looking for my pen and I'd stuffed it into the rings of my my notebook. I'm like, where the hell did I put my pen? Oh, yeah. All right. Rith, are you taking a watch or?
Yeah, I'll take my normal watch, the last one with Kalnorin.
Somebody's got to watch with Kovac in the third one, because we know how he is. He just reads books and doesn't watch.
That's normally only when he's with someone.
That's true. That is actually true.
Normally when he's by himself, he's fine.
I'd put more effort into it if I'm by myself.
Right.
By design.
Maximum effort.
All right. So you guys set up for the evening. Anything you guys need to talk about or do before you guys call it a night while staying in the ruins of Ilrafan?
I would like to cast a spell.
Okay.
Continual flames on the end of my healer staff.
Okay. As we found out in our home game, this is an evocation spell.
Yay.
That was so dirty.
It was great.
It was
You know?
great, actually.
It's the classic, party approaches a door, spends 30 minutes deciding how to open the door. It's fun times. I enjoy that.
Walks in, sets off trap
in
anyway.
all honesty, we had the option of either going through the door or trying to go through a balcony.
Yeah, I know.
Not
It
just
became
going through the door, but
all right. So you cast continual flame on the end of your healer's staff.
Yep.
Okay. Fantastic. Do you want it to be like I can let you make it a certain color if you want.
I'm good with it looking like fire.
Okay. A really hot fire or just a normal fire?
Just a normal one's fine.
All right. So orangish red flame sprouts from the end of his very expensive staff. Sprinkle a little bit of ruby dust on there and poof. So very nice. All right. Anything else for anyone in the party?
No.
All right. So come to watch it as well. Let's go ahead and give me a perception check.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun. 29.
29.
That's pretty good. That is too good. No, it's your watch goes by uneventfully. You're paying attention. Nothing odd or anything that strikes you about being in these ruins. Looks like just feels like a largely abandoned town or destroyed village. The building that you're in shows again signs of burning. But other than that, your watch goes by uneventfully.
And I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Uh-huh.
And every so often, I'm gonna pick up just a little small pebble.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna put it in Damien's bedroll.
You don't know that I don't have a watch yet. But okay.
I don't think Damien's taken a watch since he's been part
No,
of
I have not.
Nope.
I definitely have not.
Okay.
Say, Rin doesn't care.
No. All right. So you start just depositing little pebbles.
just
in...
little pebbles.
Yeah.
I mean, not more than like 10. Just
Okay.
little small pebbles.
Can I fail on a perception check to notice him?
I mean, you can make a perception check if you'd like.
Oh, it
Disadvantage, yeah.
Yes, please.
Should I roll a sleight of hand then?
You can. Yeah. It'd be an advantage since he's sleeping.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
Very nice. Yeah.
27.
Yep. Like how you guys rolled almost like the same dice too.
Yep.
Like
Don't worry. Got this.
you're good.
I know everything that's going on around me.
Yeah, he doesn't really seem to move. He's kind of whenever he kind of shifts in there, you put one in a spot where he just kind of shifted away from. Got a nice little spread going in there. So, but yeah, otherwise your watch goes by uneventfully.
Now I'll wake up next.
Okay, so Rowan and Kovac, you guys are up.
I'm gonna for most of mine, I'm gonna be walking just outside the light of the fire. Just kind of slowly pacing around the camp to an extent.
Okay, are you keeping an eye out for anything or?
Yeah, just
your normal.
Just watching and then I don't know, just kind of looking at the ruins too, just to look. Not looking for anything in particular, but just just
all
looking.
right, go ahead and give me a perception check. Nice. All right. As you're walking around, there's some movement that catches your eye.
Oh God. It's
Um,
Kovac.
Kovac, go ahead and give me your perception check for the watch too.
So he's actively doing this. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Still pretty good.
Damn it.
So I mean, basically, you're still reading your book rather intently. You're just looking up. You just kind of notice he's moving around the edges. You'll notice that. I mean, Rowan, you catch something out of the corner of your eye. Do you stop as you move?
Yeah.
Okay. So you will, Kovac, you'll see him just stop for a moment. Rowan, what you see is some shadows moving along the remains of like a half burned down or broken stone wall.
I'll just try to get Kovac's attention, but not like loudly, just like snapping my fingers or like,
yeah,
just, I don't know, just like maybe waving or something, just like.
You see him.
He'll slowly get up. Walk his way.
As you approach, Kovac, your amulet starts to get a little bit warm up.
Ah, shit. I mean, I don't know that.
Well, what you see, Rowan, is shadows like something that you've seen before. Although, unlike the ones that you saw in Shaper's Rest, these are actually, this one is actually fully formed.
So it's just like similar to the shadows of like when we were looking for the girls, or.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna slowly walk towards it.
Okay. Kovac, are you staying with him, or are you just kind of staying back?
I'll give him some room, and I'll just kind of, I'll observe.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check as you're there. Okay. You don't spot the shadows that he's seeing right away, but Rowan, you can go ahead and you can give me either another perception check or an investigation at advantage as you're approaching.
Oh.
Nice. All right. You approach the remains of this building. It's not very big. You can tell by the stone foundation that was laid for this building. It was probably maybe 150 to maybe 200 square feet. About the size of a home. As you get a little bit closer, you'll notice that there are some beams that have kind of fallen over, that are kind of rotted, a little bit of burn, some stones that have kind of collapsed down. And the one thing that catches your eye is you're looking where these shadows are kind of moving, you'll spot what looks to be like a blackened skull. just kind of positioned under where this log has fallen, or this beam, I should say.
The beam looks super heavy.
It looks rotted and partially burned. It's not even like
Yeah.
it's part of the beam anyhow. Like a lot of it looks like it's either burned or rotted away.
I'll try to move what I can of it if I...
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh boy.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of it is rotted. So as you're moving it, some of it kind of actually just breaks and crumbles away, and you're able to push the rest of it to the side. Doesn't look like it was actually supporting anything on top of it, so it's not bearing any kind of weight. But yeah, as you move it, you can see very clearly that there is this blackened skeleton that is there. And as you get a little bit closer, you can see that there is a smaller skeleton underneath it.
I'll wave Kovac over.
Hill-headed.
He's got cool abilities that she hasn't taught me yet.
So, Rowan, as you get a little bit closer, the one is there's something that catches just a sliver of basically like moonlight as it peeks through the sky. It shines on something. You catch the refraction of something that glints around where you see like the collarbone or the neck of this larger blackened skeleton.
Guys, I'm about to do something stupid probably. I'll grab it.
Kovac. Okay.
The whatever I saw glint. The necklace or whatever it is.
Yeah, you grab it and you pull it up, and it does appear to be an amulet of some sort.
Well done, Rowan.
Yeah. Kovac, as you get a little bit closer, the amulet is very warm at this point, and it is instinctually drawn to the item that he is holding.
Do you need this, or I don't know?
Yeah. You've given
go
them a
ahead.
chance.
Give me an insight, or give me an hold on, let me take a look at your stats real quick.
Did you say me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide what I want you to give me.
Obviously, performance.
Perception advantage. You get a brief flash while holding this. It's not really, you don't really catch a vision of anything, but there is this just instinctual you get the feeling of heat from the amulet for a moment. It's not like the amulet is hot, but you're just getting a sensation that at one point it was covered in flames, or was that the area around this was in flames. You feel like you're just getting leftover residual feelings of whoever had this. And I mean, it's obviously confirmed by the skeleton that you can see there. It looks like they perished in fire in some way, shape, or form.
When I get the feeling like as I'm handing it to him, I just go whoa, and just pull it back just a little bit,
Yeah.
and then continue handing it. That was weird. I mean, it felt warm, like I felt warm, but like it
That makes sense.
it also felt like flames. Like, I mean, that makes 100% sense by looking at this building, but
Well, now we can help them move on from here.
Rowan, as you're as you guys are observing this, or you're handing it to them, you can see the shadow kind of move on the wall as if you watch, and with your double perception doing so well as it did, only 24 on both of them, you can kind of see this instance of like the person kind of catch the shadow has an image of like flowing locks of hair, get the distinctive image of like a feminine figure, and looks like she's kind of cradling something and almost like kneeling or crouching down, and then you can kind of see in the shadows as something falls. So
I'll just like kneel down and I don't know, like touch both skulls, I guess, and then just think to myself like, you can move on, or you're free, or
give me a performance check.
hey,
Persuasion, actually.
Oh, okay.
Persuasion. Your persuasion for this one. So it wouldn't necessarily be performance, but
As he's doing that, I'll start preparing.
okay. You kind of get the faintest feeling of grief and fear. It doesn't feel like it moves on necessarily, but you can kind of sense what this person was feeling as they perished. Doesn't feel like you quite got through to them in the way that you were hoping.
Okay.
But,
I'll just,
all right, so Kovac, you're doing...
I'll even just say the feelings that I got when I was like down there, like that they felt scared, or like I felt fear and grief.
All right. So Kovac, you sit down to do the ritual. And yeah, eventually once you finish, you can sense something move from this item that you're holding into the crystal that you have. Definitely feels like you have a fragment of a soul that goes into there. Something that is still dealing with some form of loss. So and yeah, I would say you can give me an insight check if you want. Okay. Yeah, I mean, as you're finish the ritual, kind of get the same impressions that Rowan talked about. All right. Anything else for the pair of you tonight?
Nope.
No, I'd probably go back to the camp and just like sit and be like, what the heck?
I mean, you walked around. You rolled really well in perception. You found something. Congratulations.
Thanks.
All right. So, next watch comes up. Kovac, you're on your own.
Okay. After what just happened, this could go either way.
Right? Hey, about the same, right? Actually, one better. All right. So, yeah, you keep an eye on your watch. Depending on what you want to do. I mean, you can either try to summon a raven at this point if you wanted to when you're by yourself,
Yeah.
or okay. So feeling pretty safe and secure in your your watch that you have going on right now. Haven't seen anything or anything happening around. You send out a summon. Eventually, a raven.
My blanket.
Eventually, a raven shows up, takes the crystal from you, and departs. But other than that, your watch passes by uneventfully. You can wake up the last pair for their watch. Rith and Kelnoran, you guys have last watch. You guys want to go ahead and just give me perception checks? Uh, 28 and 13. Okay. Yeah. Your section of watch goes by fairly uneventfully. You'll, I mean, Kelnor, you'll probably notice, like, as Damien's kind of rolling around in the nighttime, having not woken up yet from, he keeps shifting around, and you hear little, like, clinks of almost like rocks, kind of hitting together. You watch as he shifts it down to one side, and then rolls again, and then rolls again, and a couple of like pebbles fall out of his sleeping bag that he's sleeping in, basically. But other than that, your watch passes by uneventfully, and we get to morning. We can go ahead and wrap up there since we're getting close to our stop time anyhow. Month of June, I think, for our group here was going to probably be not a whole lot on the channel for the Outlanders. There might be some for our vampire group, but don't know if we'll have anything for the Outlanders during June just due to some scheduling conflicts. So, during that meantime, might see some other stuff on the channel. Who knows? Depends on what we decide to do or what we can put together. So, if you over here on Twitch tonight, thank you for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed this week's episode. And if you're over on the YouTubes, you know what to do. Hit all the buttons, do all the things, leave a comment, a like, something like that. And we will see you next time. And until then, keep those dice warm, everybody. Good night.
Later.
See ya.